Drugs are everywhere. They're in homes, stores, and even in jobs and schools. Students go to school to get an education, and people go to a job to make money, but sometimes they get more than what they bargained for. Drug usage is a growing problem that occurs and is damaging to all people involved. Mostly everybody is either a student or an employee. All employees and students should be required to take random drug tests. Today, I'll be telling you all about why random drug testing should be required by all students and employees. I myself am a student at Dixie County High School. My high school is one of the only high schools throughout the United States that takes part in random drug testing. According to SSDP.com, only 5% of all schools in the United States take part in random drug testing. Random drug testing could have a positive impact on schools and jobs all around the world. According to drugwarfacts.org, positivity rates for amphetamines has nearly tripled and are the highest they've been since 1997. Doing drugs are very hazardous to the people's health. So the number one reason random drug testing should be required for all students and employees is that it would lower the number of people doing drugs. Many people that know they may or may not have to take a random drug test aren't going to do drugs because they are afraid of the consequences. If they are punished, an employee would get fired if a drug test came back positive, or if a student was drug tested and it came back positive, they would be kicked out of school. These people could even face jail time, pay fines, etc. So as I said before, this is the number one reason why random drug testing should be required by all students and employees. The second reason we should require random drug testing by all employees and students is to create a safe environment. Drugs are very dangerous. First of all, they're illegal, so they shouldn't be done in the first place. But drugs are also very hazardous to your health. Drugs cause many health problems and can kill you and cause your body to stop functioning. Drugs can also make people very violent, which they will act violent towards others, may causing harm. There are many reasons why drugs aren't a positive thing, but wouldn't it be nice to live in a safer environment? If random drug testing was required for employees and students, then this would decrease the amount of drugs used and then would create a safer environment for all of us to live in. The third reason employees and students should be drug tested is that it would create better workers and better students. Workers would be more productive and students would show better school performance. Some people say that drug testing would be too much money, but drug testing would only cost about $20 to $50 per test. If we could stop the use of drugs, the world would be a much better place. Today, I hope I taught you all about why random drug testing should be required for all students and employees. If you want to create a safer environment for students, employees, and even yourself, then you should start a petition at your local school or job to encourage the principal or owner of the business to start random drug testing. Every little thing you do can make a difference and will eventually get random drug testing at your school or job offered. According to USROdrugtesting.com, marijuana is the most common drug that is used. More teens die from prescription drugs than heroin. And 60% of seniors does not see marijuana as harmful. Like I said before, the most commonly used drug is marijuana, and the least commonly used is heroin. Here's an example of a drug test. The most common drug test is a urine sample. Here's a picture of a teenager doing drugs. And here's an example that drugs being dealt and drugs being done occurs at high schools all throughout the world.